Hey everyone, so we're back at Hersheypark again celebrating the grand opening of the most thrilling coaster that Hersheypark has had in years. And it's right behind me, right over my shoulder. Oh wait, sorry, facing the wrong way, hold on. Right over my shoulder, there we go. It's opening day for Wildcat's Revenge at long last. The signpost that shows the location of all the coasters now finally has Wildcat's Revenge listed on the top left. And again, on the next signpost that you come to at the very bottom, the signpost right in front of Fahrenheit also has a sign pointing you to Wildcat's Revenge. Looks like we're getting close to the trail of that Wildcat. Just a quick look at the river of people that are hurriedly making their way to Wildcat's Revenge as it opens to the public for the first time. So we're only about 7,000 people in line for this coaster, so we should be on in 6 or 7 hours. That's a really cool inversion right there. I'm looking forward to trying that one. This queue is pretty awesome too. It's going to put the train right up where we're standing. There it comes. Interesting that because of the larger crowd, they're having a temporary different entrance into Wildcat's Revenge. They're having you enter in front of Revenge Beverages, which used to be the Twisted alcohol booth that is still open, which is kind of good to see. They just changed the name of it. But you don't have far to go. The actual entrance to Wildcat's Revenge is just right here. So it's just a few feet away. It actually, when we first got here, was all the way back near Laugh Track, and then they moved it. But as you can see, once you get under this entrance gazebo here, there is a tester seat in the corner. So if you're afraid that you might not fit, you can try this seat out. But it feels like the restraints. It looks like the restraints will hold most body types, so most people I think will be okay with this. Since the last time that we were here, they added a piece of the old Wildcat wooden track hovering above the entrance gazebo to the ride to the left. That's a nice touch, and if you're not really paying attention, it's also easy to walk by and not even know it's there. Dippin' Dots directly across from Wildcat's Revenge got a new wrap with a Wildcat's Revenge logo on it. So I have to say that this is probably my new favorite angle in the park. This is very photogenic, the station, watching the train crest the hill, and down it goes. It's nice to be able to get this angle of the station and all this track without a crane blocking the way now. And it's also nice to see train cars actually traveling along the track like that. So after finally having the opportunity to ride on the coaster, which we waited in line for probably about 2 hours, give or take. We didn't really look at the clock. It was a pretty decent line, but we thought it was definitely worth the wait. It's one of our favorite RMCs that we've been on, some great airtime. Leaving the station, you get all kinds of speed before you even hit the lift hill. And it was really shocking that we got that much speed before we even started to climb that hill. And then when you climb the hill, they do a great job of building the suspense by holding you at the bottom of the hill for a minute and then slowly taking you up until you're about 15-20 feet in the air, and then they start picking up the speed up to the top of the hill. So if you're a nervous coaster rider, this is really going to get your adrenaline pumping. The inversions were a lot of fun, and there was so much airtime. The Jen said she felt like she wasn't in the seat for the majority of the ride. That's definitely worth a ride or 10 when you come to visit the park. They have a sandwich board letting you know the store is open. They also mentioned that there's new Wildcat's Revenge merchandise inside, so let's go inside and see how much is new. The new Wildcat's Revenge merchandise includes this plush Wildcat with a bandana that says Wildcat's Revenge, a Wildcat's Revenge magnet, a Wildcat's Revenge red hoodie, a gray water bottle, a 1,000-piece puzzle of the Wildcat's Revenge logo, a deck of playing cards, a postcard perhaps? What would you say, postcard? Yes, a postcard, And then they have a larger plush cat on top of this display. Some stickers, a pair of long socks. They have a couple of different keyring designs, and they have, oh, another keyring, okay. And a large display, a large sign at the bottom. There's a couple different designs. There's this design. They also have this. It's got a Wildcat's Revenge patch within this collection of patches. And that's the same, oh, this is the other design, sorry. This is the other design for the big display they have. They have a child-sized t-shirts, various glassware, shot glasses, mugs, tumblers. And then they have a gray child-sized hoodie. So they actually do have a nice selection of Wildcat's Revenge merchandise in here. They also have a smaller metallic magnet attached to the metal over here. In Milton's Ice Cream Parlor, they currently have a Wildcat's Revenge flavor of ice cream. The flavor is dark chocolate with raspberry. I'm not sure how long it'll be available, but right now they have it at the Milton's Ice Cream Parlor. One more thing I wanted to mention real quick. Right before you climb the stairs to get into the actual station, there's a bank of lockers, and if you're carrying anything at all, no matter what it is, they will assign you a locker station and make you use those lockers. They're free to use while you ride, so you don't have to worry about having to pay anything, but they're not outside the ride. So if you're looking for lockers, you won't find any outside the ride like you will with Sky Rush or with Super Duper Looper. So I think that might be enough about Wildcat's Revenge for now. Let's go see what else the park has to offer today that might be different or new. Can we please have a moment of silence for our fallen friend, the Whip? The copyrighted music being played in this area says no, we can't. In honor of the start of summer and the warm weather, here's a bonus Tidal Force splashdown. Right across from the coaster and the flat ride, there is the Frozen Spoon, which features house-made Jolly Rancher sorbet out of a food truck. I never noticed this truck here the last time that we were here. I think it might be new. Looks like they offer blue raspberry, green apple, cherry, or grape flavors. You can get a regular for $5.49, a sampler flight, or you can get a mixie shake for $7.99. And they show examples: blue raspberry, cherry, green apple, and grape. The same as the 4 flavors on top. And they also have fun little Jolly Rancher logo dividers to get to the truck for the sorbet. Well, would you look at that? It's good to see Trailblazer running again. This was one of my first coasters. I don't remember for sure what my first one was. It was either Space Mountain, Big Thunder Mountain, or this. So I've always got a soft spot for it. It's good to see it running. Well, this sign over here is definitely new. Valley of Beer, Central Pennsylvania's finest breweries. The interesting thing is that it looks like the gazebo below it is just an eating space. I don't actually see any beer being served here. However, there is beer being served adjacent to it at the stand attached to the smokehouse. It's strange though that they mentioned the Valley of Beer across the way and not directly here on this building. At the moment, their beers are $11.99, and I shouldn't mention that this whole park is cashless, which is the way all parks are going nowadays. They have New Trail Gearhead, Rusty Rail Frog Monster, Rusty Rail Fool's Gold, Aldous Pretzel Wheat, and Windridge Original Cider. And below each shows what the style of beer is, and the alcohol percentage is next to that. The beers are all canned, so they don't have any taps over here for the beers, only for sodas. I can tell this park is very crowded and it's very hot outside. This is the first time in a while that I've actually seen all 3 of the triple towers running at the same time. We're here at the entrance to Zoo America. We're not planning on going inside of the zoo today. However, if you would like us to do a full walk around of the zoo one day, leave a comment and let us know. We're considering doing that, but we'd like to know that people are interested in seeing it before we take the time to do it. In our last video when we were at Hersheypark, we showed this was out of order. Everything was closed down here. It used to be a whoopie pie stand, and we were wondering what the future would be. Now we can see that this is a drink refill station, and in addition on the other side is an order window. They have walking tacos and Dippin' Dots. For the walking taco, you can pick your chips and toppings and add queso for an extra 99 cents. So this is what this is going to be for the foreseeable future now. Some regular Hersheypark visitors will have to tell us, has this always been known as the Kissing Tower Marketplace, or is this the first time that I'm noticing this? Is this a new sign that's up here? Because I'm not sure. The Hersheypark fun fact of the day: if you walk from the Chocolatier to the Kissing Tower, you've walked a half mile. However, if you take in the steepness of the hills you have to walk up to get to the Kissing Tower, it's probably closer to a mile. Last time we were here, this spot had a little food cart serving acai bowls called Ula Bowl. Looks like the Ula Bowl decided to get up and Ula roll away. Okay, it looks like we had our questions answered as to why that little Ula Bowl cart is gone. They have a more permanent location on the opposite side of the coal cracker. It looks like their menu is still the same though. They can just accommodate more people now. Well, they've got this mister turned up really high right now. Let's hope this gimbal makes it through unscathed. Interesting, the sign tower now only lists the Kissing Tower, the food court, and the arcade. They covered up the Aqua Theater, the Great Bear, and the Coal Cracker. All three of them are still up this way, so I'm not sure why they decided to cover them up. That's kind of interesting. At the front of the park, there used to be a kosher restaurant. The restaurant went away a few years back, but it looks like they've brought it back in the form of a food truck. And the food truck has hot dogs, which I'm sure are beef, hamburgers, chicken strips, crispy chicken sandwiches, and sides of fries, fruit salad, hummus, or a brownie, and you can also get water. Like all the other food trucks here, looks like this one is closed right now, and I believe that they're also closed every Saturday, which is understandable for a kosher truck. But regardless, it's still nice to see that they have brought back their kosher food options here. Interesting to note that the three games that are in between Super Duper Looper and Sky Rush are currently closed. Other games are open. With this crowd here today, it's a surprise that they would keep these three closed. Is it staffing maybe? Last time we were here, Hershey had this body of water dammed up and it was bone dry. Now it looks like it's back to its original level and they have the fountains going. This is a nice view from here. We've rarely walked by here. We've almost never actually seen these fountains going unless we've been riding Sky Rush, so we like getting these lower views of the fountain. We walk by this building every time we enter the park, and we have never mentioned before, but there are periodic character meet and greets in front of this building. Right now you can see the Hershey bar is out there doing a meet and greet, but it varies. There are different characters that show up. We've seen the Hershey Kiss over there. We even saw the Nutrageous bar over there once in a while, so you never know who you'll run into over there. Since it's incredibly hot out today, we're going to try taking a ride on the monorail. Hopefully we'll be able to hear the narration as we ride along. If we can hear clearly, we'll probably put the entire monorail ride on this video.
Hello, and welcome to the Hersheypark monorail. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the view. For your safety, we ask that you remain seated, keep your head and hands inside the car during the entire ride, and refrain from smoking. Today we will travel 10 miles an hour, offering you panoramic views of Hersheypark. To your right, you'll see some of our thrilling coasters in the Hollow, including our oldest wooden coaster, Comet. The Hollow is also home to our first looping steel coaster, Super Duper Looper, and Sky Rush, our guest favorite. If you listen closely, you may hear the roar of Great Bear. The sound of this inverted coaster is created by a unique track structure, indicative of this type of roller coaster. We are now entering Kissing Tower Hill, perched atop the highest point in Hersheypark. Here you will find Hershey Triple Tower, the first Choose Your Thrill Triple Tower in the United States. However, the focal point of this area is the 330-foot Kissing Tower. The cabin windows are shaped like our world-renowned Hershey's Kisses, first manufactured here in 1907. The place known for fun and chocolate is now even sweeter. Visit Hershey's Chocolate Town to experience our biggest coaster ever, Candymonium, and discover our dining experiences featuring unique Hershey's chocolate creations. Speaking of Hershey's products, explore the many wonders of chocolate at Hershey's Chocolate World, featuring the free Hershey's Chocolate Tour Ride and create your own candy bar attraction. Afterwards, shop at Hershey's largest candy store for one-of-a-kind gifts and souvenirs. It's not only the chocolate and roller coasters that make Hershey sweet. Hersheypark supports Milton Hershey School in its mission of helping students lead happy, healthy, and fulfilling lives, just as our founder Milton S. Hershey intended. Learn more at mhskids.org. We are now passing the site of the original Hershey's Chocolate Factory, started by our founder Milton Hershey in 1905. Today, the Hershey Company is the leading North American manufacturer of quality chocolate and non-chocolate confections. Below us, you'll see Zoo America, a year-round 11-acre walk-through zoo, home to more than 200 animals from 5 regions of North America. The zoo began when Milton Hershey received prairie dogs as a gift. Zoo America is committed to the conservation of North American wildlife and habitat. Visit with one of our zoo educators to learn more about the variety of conservation initiatives we have established and implemented to ensure species survival and habitat maintenance. Entry is included in your one price admission. Enter through the bridge connecting Hersheypark and Zoo America. We are now entering Pioneer Frontier. Ahead, you will see Trailblazer and Dry Gulch Trail Road, 2 rides perfect for the whole family to enjoy. Whether it's a refreshing time at the Boardwalk Water Park or an exciting day of coasters and rides, Hersheypark truly has something for everyone, including our all-new Wildcat steel hybrid coaster, Wildcat's Revenge. Coming this summer, riders will experience one-of-a-kind thrills found only at Hersheypark. Climb a 140-foot hill, hit max speeds of 62 miles per hour, dive into an 82-degree drop, invert 4 times, and stop your plane for the world's largest underflip on 3 custom trains. Plus, Hersheypark is not just open for summer fun. Enjoy coasters, fun, and Hersheypark happy during Halloween and Christmas too, with Hersheypark Halloween and Hersheypark Christmas Candy Lane.
So that'll do it for our look at Wildcat's Revenge's opening day at Hersheypark. That was a great coaster. We actually ended up getting in line a second time because it was only about a 45-minute wait. They ended up assigning us to the back, and man, on our first ride we had the middle, and that was great, but the back has such amazing airtime. I can't even begin to describe how good the back is. So if you're a fan of lots of airtime, yeah, try to get the back if you can. If I had just one minor complaint about Wildcat's Revenge, it would be about the queue. There are spots, especially near the start of the queue, where they have speakers in places where they could have fans. And if you've ever been to Pennsylvania in the summer, it gets pretty hot, and today was no exception. So some fans in place of those speakers would have been a nice touch. So if you notice, we're ending the video in front of the carousel, which seems kind of out of place. We're thinking about possibly doing something in our next video that might involve the carousel a little bit. So with that cryptic note, I'll say thanks a lot for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please like it and also subscribe to our channel. Every like and subscribe is a big help. Also, please check out our Instagram page where the link is appearing up in the corner right now, and you can, on that page, you can get more photos of our visits to the parks and more looks at Wildcat's Revenge. So thanks again for watching. Thanks for watching, but the fun's not over yet. Click the box in front of my face for another fun video, or click my tree to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss another video.